Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Rebels TV for another week, episode number 19 for season 2017, going along beautifully with Rebels TV this year. Sean Kelly's my name. Joining me, as he does every week, is my co-host Phil Partington. Pardo, interesting week for the Rebels this week. It was good to see Mars Stadium, another little bit opened, but the on-field product didn't quite match the off-field show.
No, it certainly wasn't, Sean. It was a great day to see the stadium half open and ready to go this week, Sean, the Mars Stadium, but the performance on the field wasn't what we wanted, but we fell away pretty badly, and the key indicators of the game, we won, Sean, but the scoreboard didn't show at the end of the day.
Yeah, the scoreboard on the screen at the moment, as you can see. It was one of those games that was really frustrating. There was some skill errors that let us down a bit on the day. The last quarter was quite positive. We won the last quarter quite convincingly, and if we had to kick straight again in the last quarter, you never know, it may have been a bit of a different result, but the first three quarters let us down.
Yeah, certainly it should. Bad kicking, bad footy, Sean, so we didn't have targets all day, and credit to the Eastern Range, they played a really good brand of footy, and they're going to be a good team, don't worry, Sean, the Eastern Range, when they get all their players back. So, disappointing result. We move on, Sean, to a big game this week against the Oakleigh Chargers.
Yeah, we do indeed. Before we get to that, though, some housekeeping for the week. Of course, our Mars Player of the Week from last week's game against the Eastern Rangers, Pardo. It was good to have this guy back into the side after some VFL duties and stint with the Vic Country team as well. The skipper, Cal Wellings. As you'll see by his admission, probably not his best game, but did enough of the things to stand out on the day.
I really stood up. Good leadership. Look, he had about 23, 24 touches for the game. Led the team really well and deserves the Mars Player of the Day.
So let's catch up with him. We spoke to him after the game to get his thoughts on his performance throughout the day. Our Mars Player of the Day for round 12, Callum Wellings. Here with our Mars Player of the Day for round 12, Callum Wellings. Cal, bittersweet feeling once again, unfortunately. Really good game, but in a losing effort.
Yeah, thanks, Sean. It was good to come out in our refurbished home deck, and they opened up the stands. And personally, before the game, I thought we were in for a big one, but all credit to Eastern Rangers. They were solid all day, and I think they had the lead all day, and we just couldn't pin it back. They're a quality unit, and yeah, we just couldn't quite get over the line today.
Frustrating day. Their pressure caused you to, not so much you, but the rest of the team as well, make turnovers that you normally don't make.
I think myself as well. But yeah, I mean, moving forward, it's an area we want to improve on. We weren't great with our ball use, and again, credit to Eastern. They were able to cover off really well and force us to, go down the line, and then they had a couple of good tools who were able to just chop it off. So yeah, our ball movement's an area where we'll need to work on.
First game back in a few weeks, 3 weeks with the VFL side, the Roosters. How'd you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was a great experience as I'm a 19-year-old, so I got the opportunity to play with the North Ballarat Roosters, which has been unbelievable against AFL quality players, and it's a different game style, but yeah, really, really valuable for my development. And I also had a bit of experience with the Vic Country squad, got to train there a few times, and it's great for my personal development and hopefully use the skills I've learnt moving forward for the second half of the year.
Fitzy had a good chat to the boys after the game and highlighted the fact that in the fourth quarter it was a much improved effort, and I suppose our KPIs were up near where they need to be. Is that something that you think we can work on during the week and take out onto the field next Sunday against the Chargers?
Yeah, it seems to be a recurring story, Sean, that we'll play a good passage of the game at our best, and our best is good enough, and we say it week in, week out, but unfortunately we're still not getting the wins, and we're not playing our best footy for long enough periods, and it's an area we're going to have to improve if we want to turn these losses into wins. And yeah, I mean, once again, we went through some things with Fitz, clearly proved we were better in the last quarter, and that our best does match it, but unfortunately we're never put it full quarter effort in.
And a huge day this weekend, Ronald McDonald House Charity Day, Friends of the Rebels Day. You've been involved with the planning in previous years. Tell us how important this game is to the Rebels.
Yeah, it's big for the Rebels both on the field and off the field, as we support a great charity and in Ronald McDonald House on the day, and we also get a contract rebel for the day. I think we've got a 7-year-old who might have had brain issues this year, and he's going to come in. And last year we had a little boy called Jet, and he said it was the time of his life. So it's massive for the Rebels, and also we need a win. So, I mean, Oakleigh Chargers, quality outfit, but we're looking forward to the contest, and everyone should get down here. So support the Ronald McDonald House charity game, and yeah, on next Sunday, 1 p.m.
Well, Cal, congratulations on your game today. Welcome back to the Rebels lineup, and good seeing you back.
Thanks, Shawnee.
Cal Wellings, our Mars Player of the Day, and as you saw in the video, Pardo, and I'll tell you what, you look quite scary wearing that as well. But our brand new GWV Rebels beanies have arrived. Cal was modelling it in the video, and they're available for sale this week at our friends in the Rebels Day.
Certainly helps, Sean. Mate, look like you're going to rob a bank, actually.
Yeah,
so,
don't keep that on the download. Just
no, they're good beanies, Sean. They're going to be a popular item for the Rebels, so you can purchase them on the weekend, $25 each, and looking forward to see how they go. Sean, I think we'll keep them warm in the Ballarat winter.
There's absolutely no doubt about that. Keeping my head warm quite well now as well. Inside 60 time, thanks to Blue Gum Clothing. And a boy that we've seen a fair bit on Rebels TV this year, because I think he's had 3 Mars Player of the Day gongs throughout the course of the season. Gets his chance inside 60, Aidan Domick from the Mount Clear Junior Footy Club. Interesting one too. Obviously, we saw last week, Tom Scott was inside 60, one of his schoolmates, and now becoming one of his best mates. Gave him a bit of a slap, so it'll be interesting to see if he returns serve.
Well, it's Wimbledon, Sean, so I hope he does return serve. And Scotty gave him a bit of a whack last week, so interesting what he's got to say.
Let's have a look at it inside 60, thanks to Blue Gum Clothing with Aidan Domick.
Doma. On the wing. Nat Forth. Mount Clear Football Club. Statistics. Flinny Appleby. David Cox. Thomas Scott, because he's got a rude lead, so. Probably first Rebels game. Jared Berry. Will Brody.
Aidan Domick inside 60 thanks to Blue Gum Clothing, and yep, we went wrong there, just returned serve beautifully.
Just a nice subtle one, sure. Didn't really go the full hog, but he was subtle.
He did it very nicely indeed. Keep watching every week to see your favourite Rebels player go inside 60 with thanks to our fantastic apparel partners at Blue Gum Clothing. Big day this week for the GWV Rebels Pardo, one of our biggest days on the calendar. Obviously the game, as we can see on the screen, against the Oakley Chargers here at Mars Stadium, but it's also our biggest day, as we mentioned, our Friends of the Rebels Day, our Sponsors Day, and our Ronald McDonald House Charity Day, where we raise much needed funds for the Ronald McDonald House charities.
Yeah, it's a huge day on the Rebels calendar, Sean. We've raised over $10,000 over the last 3 years to Ronald McDonald House Charity, so that money enables a family with a sick child, somewhere to stay, Sean, when their child's in hospital. And this year we've got young Ethan, who's just had a heart transplant last year, and his family stayed at Ronald House Charities. And going to be Rebels Rookie of the Day, Sean. So toss the coin, sing the song over at the end of the game, in the team meeting. Just a really good part of our program to give something back to a young boy or young girl that's gone through a bit of a hard time.
Yeah, it is indeed. And it's a great day as well up in the sports club with all of our club sponsors, our player sponsors, parents, all of our friends of the Rebels in there to really have a good time to help raise some big coin for Ronald McDonald House.
Yeah, we have about 300 upstairs, Sean, maybe a bit more. We've got raffle prizes, plenty of auction items, and looking to raise some really good money for the charity. So it's a really special day for us, and we'll present a cheque to the Ronald McDonald House Charities over the next 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, we will indeed. We'll bring that to you on Rebels TV as well. Big day on the field as well, up against the Oakley Chargers, who are arguably the form team in the TAC Cup at the moment. They'll have their Vic Metro boys coming back as well. So a big day, but obviously some lessons learned during the course of this week from where we went wrong last time. We weren't too bad against the Chargers at Warrawee Park not all that long ago. So I reckon with some adjustments, the boys can be really competitive on the weekend.
We'll certainly are, Sean. We're going to hit the benchmark of the TAC Cup, the Oakley Chargers. They have all their players, their school players, their Vic country. So we're going to a team that is pretty good form too. So we'll have our up against it a bit, Sean, but I reckon our players will just learn from the weekend, the mistakes we've made, and really work back. We've got our heritage game, heritage training on Thursday night.
Yes.
Sean, so the boys can wear their old club uniforms,
That'll be
socks
good.
up, shorts in, Sean. So looking forward to that. So the boys will be pumped up, bit of excitement around the club for this weekend.
And we'll get photos of that on our social media on Thursday night. Don't you worry about that. And Also big on the weekend, we saw half open Mars Stadium on the weekend with the Eastern and Northern stands open. This weekend, it's the full gorilla, the whole Mars Stadium. We're hoping ready to go and opened up the Western Grandstand and obviously the new coaches' boxes and media facilities and everything like that. Hopefully we'll have access to as well.
Well, hopefully we'll, Sean. So I know they're taking some hoardings around off the actual ground at the moment. So looking forward to having the whole stadium open so we can showcase to the Ballarat community, but also the Western community and our sponsors on the day, Sean.
Man, it'll be a really big day. We look forward to seeing you here at Mars Stadium this Sunday. The game starts at 1 o'clock. The luncheon kicks off at midday. Pardo?
Correct. And if you're around, come to the function. The more people, the more money we raise for charity. So if you get there at 12 o'clock, more than happy.
We will love to see you here on Sunday at Mars Stadium. That's all the time we've got for this week, Pardo. Thanks for joining us once again.
Thanks, Sean. Looking forward to it.
And you, thanks for joining us. To you as well, sitting on your home, looking on your computer screens or on your smartphones. We'll be back with more Rebels TV again next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Until then, it's bye for now.